Welcome back, fans and friends, for this upcoming video. Unfortunately, due to a technical error, I get to do this video very fast because what I wanted to do is already done, and I made a huge mistake in not following protocol, and here we are. So it's the 1980 Chevrolet El Camino, and I have here the Caballero and the Super Sport Camino. And interestingly, for once, Greenlight actually just cloned the 1980, but instead of cloning it, they give us this. So this is a 1980 Chevrolet El Camino as well, but it is, we can just see a bit of a defect there. With the wheels, it is the Royal Knight edition. So one of the slightly higher trims than the base model. We get the nice pink interior, windshield is nice and clear see-through. There's a bit some rough issues there, and plus the wheel already pointed out. Once again, they didn't paint the license plate. Royal Knight's on that side, El Camino is just behind here. And behind the gas cap, and then here it is again. El Camino, which the Super Sport has it as well. Royal Knight again. Other than that, it appears to be nearly identical to the Super Sport. Obviously, they've put Super Sport. The one thing missing though is the Chevrolet on the top. I think the Royal Knight is mostly a decorative rather than performance, but I could be wrong. And here we can see very few differences except for a quality issue. And from what I see here, trailer hitch is nearly plated over or just not punched properly. As we know, there's a Conquista edition of this in their hitch and tow series. So that would mean that these should be able to take trailer hitches without drilling. This one will not. So the bumper also sticks out a little bit. That's just that. We have here, then in the front, I didn't realize this until now because the Caballero has it as well. If we look to the front of the Caballero, there are no holes. So those two holes, I mean. Why this is an issue, it's not an issue, it's just I'm explaining, is where on this El Camino, so the SS, the top trim / performance version of these vehicles, it has this splitter here on the bottom, or a fender. So also can also be a fender. And you see these two plastic tabs. They have pins, and those pins will go into these two holes. Not serious. So pretty much this is the vintage Car Ads Series 5. And because the video was done extremely recently, so I know my cat's overweight. We can see there. Here I just took it out of the package, and unfortunately there was an issue with the microphone and it did not come out as intended. Obviously it comes in this little thing, the standard Greenlight plastic tab. So here is the ad for those of you who are curious, and Chevrolet dealer for details. It is mostly, I think, the mileage. Obviously by 1980 they had switched to slightly smaller and more efficient engines. And obviously it's rated for payloads, the 6.5 foot cargo bed, 1,200 pounds, although this now legally with passengers, I'm pretty sure you're going to get pulled over right away. And sales competitor, see the sales competitor, the only one I can think of besides this obviously is the Ranchero. I have never seen a Ranchero on sale from Greenlight, from anybody. Actually there's one from Hot Wheels, but what they've done is they've made the bed sort of out of size with the vehicle's engine and passenger cabin, so it doesn't really do very well for a collector's piece. And so there's other vehicles in the set, Series 5. There's the Jeep and Nissan and GM. It should be Chrysler because technically Willys is a Chrysler product, Jeep is a vehicle make, and then you have another Jeep here, right? So they can do whatever they want, it's their product. And the Datsun is obviously the Nissan, and everything else here is GM. I'm not sure about Morris Mini because I'm pretty sure Mini is owned by BMW. So anyway, less importantly, we have there this vehicle here, and then obviously an S10 Maxi Cab. And this one I think actually they show in the ad towing something, but then the vehicle doesn't come with a tow hitch. So just bear that in mind. It's one of those things. And then the other important thing from the package we need to take note of is the 19621 14562 WB, because that I believe is exactly what's on the car underside. You can see there exactly the same. hard to read a little bit, but it is 196. And then 14562 WB. 1980 Chevrolet El Camino. Nothing about the Royal Night Edition. Another tire issue. And I'll try to keep it as short as possible. But the one thing about this decal edition of the two dragons with the knight in the middle as heads on fire, the tires are extremely plain. So fortunately, this Caballero came with excellent looking tires. So that swap will be done soon. Because the Royal Knight looks way better, and I honestly think it'll look just that much better with these wheels. Anyway, I apologize for not opening it on screen because of that issue. This has been another Chevrolet El Camino, 1980 in fact. These two are the same age. From Greenlight, Vintage Ad Car Series. This is actually, I think, from a newer series, unlike this one. But this one I just happened to pick it up, and it's the most decorative. As you can see, this one is entirely plain, but the wheels are nice. And then this one looks nice, but then the wheels are plain. So, fans and friends, thanks for watching this video, and till the next one.